UFC 316 is going to be must-watch TV. We're only a few weeks away from June 7th, and we have Merab taking on Sugar Sean O'Malley for the second time. Currently, the betting odds has Merab at a -320 favorite over Sean O'Malley +250. Now, for the people that watched the first fight, they're going to say, oh, O'Malley has absolutely no shot in this fight. And I'm here to tell you, this fight is going to be much closer than the first one. Obviously, you guys know Dvalishvili versus O'Malley 1 was at UFC 306 in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Sphere, UFC Noche. This fight went the full 5 rounds with Merab taking on an easy decision. A lot of weird things happened in this fight, like Merab kissing O'Malley's back. He was yelling at O'Malley's coaches. It was kind of a weird fight. But Merab just outpowered O'Malley in the first one and showed a different side of O'Malley we haven't seen. The key was Merab's wrestling and his jiu-jitsu was actually working. In previous fights, we have saw O'Malley's takedown defense was absolutely high level and it worked very well. We saw this in Aljamain Sterling's fight at UFC 292 in Boston, which his takedown defense was phenomenal in that fight. Aljamain Sterling went 0 for 2 in takedowns in that fight, and O'Malley's defense looked really top-notch in that fight. The fight after that, O'Malley fought Marlon Chito Vera and absolutely just picked him apart in that fight. Immaculate striking performance. In Merab Dvalishvili's last fight, we saw him take on Umar Nurmagomedov, and it was an absolute masterclass. Great fight. He took him down multiple times. It was awesome. It was an awesome fight for wrestling. It's very interesting when two wrestlers face each other, you get a completely different outcome, and it actually turns into a very interesting fight rather than seeing a striker versus a wrestler. So after that fight, it drew my attention to Merab a lot, and it showed me how true of a great wrestler he is and how he can put up these amazing performances against Dagestani wrestlers at the top level like Umar. And, you know, he trains with Khabib in Islam, obviously. It's one of the best camps in the freaking world. Those are the best wrestlers in the world. And he made them look weak in that fight. Although Umar was hurt, I will give you that. Umar was hurt in that fight. Merab looked great. He looked like top-notch wrestler. But I just have a feeling about this second Merab versus O'Malley fight. I am confident in O'Malley's takedown defense better than it was last time against Merab. He's obviously faced him now. He understands what he's getting into. And I feel like with Aljamain Sterling, his takedown defense was top-notch. You know, first title fight, nothing to lose at all. And I feel like in this fight, it will be the kind of interesting in the same aspect as the Sterling fight. He'll have absolutely nothing to lose. He's going to go in there and do his best to stuff the takedown. And I think in the first fight, he tried to ignore the takedown. He was focused on striking in the second round, and that's ultimately what got him the knockout. So now I feel like this is something that O'Malley has to repeat what he did in the first fight with Sterling now in this fight versus Merab. Because if he has the same mindset as he went in with the last fight with Merab, he's going to get absolutely demolished. He cannot focus on the takedown, and he has to accept that he will be taken down or do his best to do the best takedown defense he can, because other than that, there's nothing he can do about it. It's bound to happen. It's imminent. A takedown from Merab is imminent in this fight. Now, can O'Malley get back to his feet? Absolutely. We saw it in other fights. O'Malley can get back to his feet, but Merab's cardio is just something out of this world, where we could see something like Umar where he just cannot get up. And no one has ever put Umar in his place like that, and that's what I loved about that fight. It showed a different aspect of Umar. It showed his weaknesses. It shows that these Dagestani guys can easily get beaten when someone matches their energy, and that's what Merab did. So it's interesting. And I don't think the second fight's going to go to decision at all. I think someone's going to get a finish, and I think they're equally able to get a finish. O'Malley and Merab. Merab could somehow get a knockout. I don't think so. He could get a submission, which I believe very heavily could be the way. And an O'Malley knockout is definitely on the table here, guys. I wouldn't leave it out of aspect. And I don't want people to overlook O'Malley and say, oh, no, he's not going to do nothing. Look at the last fight. No, I think there's definitely changes that have been made. There will be different aspects of his game played. And it will be very similar to the Sterling fight in the way he approaches it. And I think that's what will help O'Malley get the upper hand in this fight and maybe get the victory. We know O'Malley had one title defense, Merab has one title defense, so they're in the same place in their title run as they both were. So let's see who can take the upper hand in this fight, and it's going to be interesting. I think it's definitely one to watch. It's going to be an absolute masterclass. I hope you guys watch it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're trying to get to 100 subs. We're at, I believe, 70 right now. So, guys, make sure you subscribe. We're really trying to get up there. I appreciate you all for watching, and I love you guys.